Hello everyone. Today we are going to see the Nagios installation and some basic implementations. My name is Shreyas Upasni and I am currently a final year BTech student at MIT Academy of Engineering and Electronics and Telecommunication Department. My project guide is Dr. S.A. Jain sir. In the last part of continuous monitoring, we have seen some theory concepts like what is continuous monitoring, then which tools we use under continuous monitoring. Also, we have seen two of the tools like the Prometheus and Nagios. So these things we have covered in the last video. In this part, we are going to cover the practical part. Today, we are going to see how we can install Nagios in our Windows and how we can perform some basic implementations. Let's start with today's videos. First of all, we will do some brush up on continuous monitoring. What basically continuous monitoring is? It is basically a practice of continuously tracking, evaluating, and analyzing system performance and availability. So like it is basically to check health of our server in simple words. We have seen in detail why we need continuous monitoring in the last video, but still, like those who are new, for them, it detects issues before they impact users. Then it also determines root cause of all the server issues, all the network issues. Then also it monitors and troubleshoot server performance issues. So these are some of the basic tasks uh, that comes under continuous monitoring. As you can see, what it monitors CPU usage, then memory usage, then disk space. Also, it monitors the network connectivity and performance. So this is what continuous monitoring does. Then also we have seen some of the tools for continuous monitoring like Nagios, then Prometheus, then Zabbix. But as we have to see one tool in deep, so we will go with Nagios as it is most popular. It is open source also. So why we choose Nagios? It is open source monitoring tool which allows us to monitor all the systems, all the applications, all the services, and all the business processes easily. Why Nagios is preferred? It has plugin support. Like we can check anything with the help of scripts. With the help of plugins, we can check anything. In the coming slides, we will see what the plugins are actually written. We can use Nagios with agent based or agentless also. It is free and open source. That's why we use Nagios over other tools. Then there are some advantages. These theoretical things we have seen in the last video. So if anyone have any query related to theoretical concepts, you can ask in comment section and you can see the previous video. The concepts will be more clearer. So these things we have covered already. The Nagios architecture is there, like Nagios Core, which is the main monitoring engine. Then there are plugins. Plugins are basically scripts that perform actual health checks. Then there are configuration files which define what to monitor and how. These things we have covered in the last. So we will directly start with the installation process. So yeah, here comes the installation process. So we can use either any cloud AWS account for this, or we can install it on our Windows also. So there are many videos of installing Nagios on AWS. So we will go with Windows part. So for Windows, there is one thing required. It is called as WSL, Windows Subsystem for Linux. So we have to install it first. For Ansible also it is required. Like whenever we have to install any DevOps thing on Windows, we have to install Ubuntu and WSL. So first of all, we will open Windows PowerShell run as administrator. From here, you can install WSL with this command. As you can see, this will install WSL. WSL stands for Windows Subsystem for Linux. Parallelly, you have to install Ubuntu from Microsoft Store. Yeah, this is Microsoft Store. This will install like up, up to your network performance. Here we have to search Ubuntu. From here you can download the latest version of Ubuntu. Here there will be a gate button. You have to install it by clicking on gate. So parallelly you have to install both. As you can see, it is taking some time. So in this video there are too many commands, so I will enter those commands on Ubuntu step by step. You also have to follow me step by step only. I will explain each and every command, how that like when we enter those commands. So let's start. uh, as you can see, this is taking some time. When you download Ubuntu from Microsoft Store, you have to open it, and after opening it there will like a terminal will be opened like this. Here I will close the first one. You have to search here, and here Ubuntu will come. Then if you are opening Ubuntu first time, it will ask you for a username and password, so you have to enter it. As you can see, our WSL is installed, so you have to close the Windows PowerShell command prompt. Now you have to open Ubuntu. So as you can see, I have already set up my Ubuntu. So here my username is there. You have if you are opening it first time, so you have to like set to your username and password. So now we will start with the installation. So first of all, the first command is sudo apt update. You have to just type in here. Sudo apt update is basically a command which updates the package list from all configured repositories. Like it ensures that we are installing the latest version of all of the packages. If you are running any new software, like you have to install new software, you can use this command so that all the packages get updated. Then there is next command. For like Nagios requires many configuration files and like many packages, so we have to install them one by one. You have to follow this procedure step by step only. If you miss any of this command, the Nagios won't be like installed properly, so please follow steps. Then the second command is this. You can just like copy paste it. So yeah, i'm I have pasted the command. So what this command is, it is basically installs all necessary packages needed for compiling Nagios and setting up its web interface. Like you can see here, Apache 2 is there. Like it is a web server to serve the Nagios interface. Then there you can see PHP and lib Apache 2 is there. It is required for the web user interface rendering. Then there are some things like GCC, libgddev, libssl dev. These things are required for compiling the Nagios and plugins. Then there is, you can see wget is there. Can maximize this. Wait a minute. As you can see, wget is there. Wget and unzip is used for extracting and downloading that files particularly. And there is daemon. It provides background service capabilities. So we will run this command. So as you can see, it is running. Okay, there is some error, I think. Yeah. uh, if you see commands properly, there is one dash in here, so we missed it. So if you are copy pasting, so please copy and paste carefully. If you miss any command, the output may change, so you have to paste properly. So yeah, so we have entered our second command. Now we have to create user and group for Nagios, and like we have to set proper permissions. So these four commands we will run for it. There is sudo user add Nagios. So yes, as I have already created a user, so it is showing me user Nagios already exists. What this command does, it creates a user called Nagios who will own and run Nagios. Then there is second command called sudo group add nag cmd. What this command does, it basically creates a group called nag cmd to handle command execution. So I have already added a group, so it is showing me group nag cmd already exists. So next command is sudo user mod hash a dash g. So this we will paste in here. So this command already I have run. These two commands are used for like it. These two commands adds Nagios and the web server user to this group. Like we have created the group nag cmd. So these the below two commands add the web server and Nagios to this group. So as you can see, I have ran both the commands. This copy. So yes, we have no, this is not getting copy properly. Okay, yeah. So I run these four commands. Now we will see the next command. So now we have to extract and download the Nagios source file. For that we have to go to a particular directory like tmp directory. So for that we will enter this command, enter. So now we are in tmp directory. Now we have to get the Nagios files from this link. So for that we will copy this and paste in here. You can see the command here. You have to see you are copy pasting properly. You can see here is a dash. What this command does, first of all, we this moves into a temporary directory, then downloads the Nagios source code, then extract it and navigates into extracted folder. So as you can see, it is downloading and extracting the Nagios files, the source code. It can take few minutes, but might like yes, it is done. You have to make sure that to always check that URL and the version you are downloading. Those should be latest from the Nagios website. So now we have downloaded and extracted. Now we have to zip them so that we can use the source code in next command. So yes, now we will go to this directory. Yeah, now we are in Nagios 4.4.14. So yes, in the next few commands, yes, so yes, this is the first command. What it does, it basically prepares the system and checks for dependencies for NaxCMD group. It is checking all the dependencies and like giving output yes or no, if it is compatible or not, and it is also preparing for the system. So yes, it is done. Now we have to run next command, which is make all. Make all is like it compiles the Nagios binaries. So it also run. This might take a few minutes according to your network connection. If you are having any doubt regarding any command, you can ask in comment section. I will reply to them. Also, you can see the last video if you are not clear with your theoretical concepts. So yes, this is also done. Now we have to run next command, make install. Make install basically copies binaries to appropriate directories. Like we have compiled the binaries with the help of make all function. Now these binaries will be copied to the appropriate directories. So yes, this is also done. In case there is some command mistake, sudo make install. So yes, so now it will get installed. So yes, this is done. Now the next command is sudo make install command mode. What this command does, it basically sets up permissions to run external commands. So you can see the output external command directory configured. Now the next command is sudo make install init. It installs the Nagios service. So yes, it has installed an Nagios service. Now the next command is sudo install config. So this is also run. This actually places default configuration files. And the last command from this part is webconf. Here there is some error. Webconf. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I have already ran this command, so it is showing me the file exists. So it won't run on my you. If you are facing any error, you can ask in comment section. I will answer that. uh, so we will go to the next thing, like yes. So now we have to set up http authentication for web interface. Like there is a web interface on of Nagios. From that we can monitor our hosts or our targets, like whichever machine or server we have to monitor, we can monitor it from the Nagios GUI. So for that we will need a authentic http authentication. So for that the command is so now it will ask you about new password. So like this command sets up a username and password for logging into Nagios web interface. The username will be Nagios admin. So now I am setting a password here. It will ask you to re-enter your password. So yes, the password is added. Now if you have to see if the your like the Nagios admin Nagios GUI is enabled or not, for that you have to get your IP address. So for that the command is IPA. If you enter, you will get these IP addresses. From these two you have to select this one, 172 to 110. You have to copy this and you have to enter here. Now here you have to add a small word Nagios. Yes, the IP address, then slash, then Nagios. You have to hit enter. So as you can see, our connection is there. Connection is there. You have to enter the username here, Nagios admin, and the password you have just set. Sign in. So as you can see, our we have signed in Nagios GUI. From here you can see the server. You can see these are the services currently running on our system, and the status is there. As we have discussed in the last video, there are four types of statuses. So here the OK status is there, like there is no alerts. So now, so this was all the installation of Nagios. So in the coming slides we will see how we can install Nagios plugins. Like As we have seen in last video, actual health checks are done by plugins only. Nagios don't do it. It uses plugins to uh, perform health checks. So now we will install some of the Nagios plugins. So for that the command is this. We will copy it. In the last video we have seen there are some plugins like check load, then check disk, then check http. So these we have to install. So for that we will enter command. As you can see the command is not properly entered. So for that sorry, yes. So now the command is dev get text, enter. Now it will get properly. So yes, it is ran. So now you have also to install some dependencies and like to install and compile some Nagios plugins. So for that there are these commands. I'm writing it one by one. So yeah, we have to go to this directory again, temporary directory. We are in this directory. Now we have to install the plugins. It is connecting to the Nagios plugins dot like that website. Then it will download. As you can see, the plugins are downloaded. Then we will unzip them with the help of this command tar. These are installed. Then we will again go to the folder Nagios plugins 2.3 plugin directory. This directory, yes, it is copied. So yes, this is we are in now that directory. uh, Enter. It is checking again all the dependencies and making our system ready for the configuration. These commands install the plugins like check ping, then check http, then check disk, because these plugins are required to monitor system metrics and services. It might take some few minutes again. So as you can see, these after this configuration, the system is ready and it has downloaded and extracted all the dependencies. Also it has installed the plugins also. Now we will run command make. So now sudo make install. So after running all these commands, we have installed and extracted the Nagios plugins. Then we have compiled it and we have configured all the plugins. Also, now we can use them. So the next commands, if we have to verify if the plugins are installed or not, you can use this command. If you are facing any error, you can ask in comment section. So yeah, as you can see, there is this plugin installed. As we can see, it is in green line, it is installed. Now we have installed Nagios, we have installed Nagios plugins. Now we will configure the Nagios monitoring, how we can create or edit the monitoring files. So in the last video we have seen there are some configuration files. So now we will try to write or edit any configuration file. So for that, if you have to write or edit any configuration file, you have to enter this command. For example, you know about service, right? We will go to the slide now. as it as you know, a service is basically a function which is running on a host. We have seen the syntax for service also. Now we will directly go to how we can write any service. So for that, we will enter this command. So now you can see I have entered this command. If you haven't seen it, so for service, this command is there, localhost.cfg. In this we have written some services, and there are directly written services by the system only. So now we will go. So now, as you can see, there are some services defined here already by the local machine. There is use, then there is host name, then there is address. This is the second service. So these are the services. Now if you have to add any service, first of all, the services are shown here. If you will add any service here, it will, and if you save it, and it will be directly shown to you here only. So in the last 2 3 days, I have added one service here only. So now it is shown as, will show you in few minutes. So yes, I have added the HTTP service few days ago. It is now shown here. So yes. So now from here only you have to, if you have to add a new service, you can add here with this syntax only. If you have to uh, edit any service, you can edit from here only. After editing any service, for example, if you are, we can add a new service here. So here in the end we will write, we will get this indentation right so that it will look good. You won't be in confusion. So as you can see, there are some parameters like what is the use of the service, like it is generic service or a local service. Then there is a host name, then there is a service description. So that's how we can define any service. For saving it, you have to enter Control X, then enter. You have to Control O, then enter. we have saved that service. Now if we have to like edit any command or add any command, you can enter this command here. So like service only, this is also a configuration file. Here we can add any command if like if we have to send notifications via email. So here you can edit that command. Like you can see here, I have already created a command. Command name is notify host by email, and the command line is also there. It is basically like when anything goes wrong, the Nagios sends alerts or notifications on the email of that person. So here we can write any commands. The same procedure is there. Like we can uh, edit or add any new command here. So the syntax is also pretty much same with service only. The command name and command line, like what it actually does. So this is what sir this is how we add or edit any service or command file. We can validate any configuration file also. If you have to configure like this command, we can run from here. We will go out, control X, enter, control Y, control X, control. Okay, so now we will enter the next command. So as you can see, we have validated our configuration. Like there are no warnings for it. There might be some errors in it. This error we can like, I will take one more video on this topic. Like if you are facing any queries, like there are some errors in this. If you are not able to create a user, or you are not able to uh, go to Nagios platform and log in, so there are some basic errors. So I will give you the command for it. Like I have mentioned the commands in this PDF also, but I will explain those commands in the that video if you are facing any error related to the HTTP authentication and all. So this is how we can monitor the our system with the help of Nagios. From here you can, like this is the command for Nagios restart if you are applying any changes. So what basically it does, there is this GUI. If we have to add any service, we write those service or those commands in this configuration files only, like how I did earlier. And then those after restarting Nagios, those appears in this. You can monitor those services from here also. As you can see, I have opened current load service. So here you can see all of the required details of service, the current load. You can monitor all the services from here also. Like you can disable the active checks of this service. Then you can send custom service notification. Here all the details are given. From here you can control the all the parameters regarding the service. Then there is HTTP service. For this, the notifications are disabled. Also for notifications, if the Nagios detects any problem and it has to like send you any notification or mail, you can write a service and command configuration file in those service configuration file. You have to just add a define service block for the email. After saving the file, you will receive a notification or an email from Nagios when there is anything goes wrong. So that's how we can monitor any server or any system from Nagios. So That's it for this video. Like, we have seen how we can install Nagios, which commands are required for installing Nagios, and like how we can define service and command configuration files for better monitoring. So if you are having any doubts, you can ask in comment section. Also, I will provide this command sheet in description only. But if you are facing any difficulties, please let me know. I will make a new video on it. There are some errors. There might be some errors if you don't follow the steps in step by step manner. But still, I will make a video on it so that you will get better understand. So thank you guys. That's Thank you.